2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg with Doris Burke reporting from the sideline. Here in Memphis, we have a lifelong dream, a special individual taking to the hardwood as we'll get to watch the first official NBA appearance from Freak.
You know, and what a huge moment this is for him. I mean, your whole life...
And a momentous occasion, folks, as that basket represents the very first official NBA scoring tabulation from Freak.
You know, and there we have it, the first taste of this young man's scoring prowess, showing he can handle NBA defense.
That's exactly right. I mean, it's the NBA that's going to have to show it can handle him, not the other way around. He's ready.
And the Grizzlies making a change here. Green's checked in. Here's Freak. Well, with Freak, Clark, there was a question whether he would stay another year in college. Really was a tough decision for him, but he ended up coming out after his freshman year.
And, Kevin, it's really hard to blame a guy like Freak for doing that. I mean, he's clearly NBA ready, and he's putting a lot at risk for every year he stays in school when he could be on the NBA clock.
And so he hits both.
And now one spot the Cavs did struggle with last year was help off the bench. They were last in the league in bench scoring.
Here's Irving. Green with the rebound.
Usually if he gets to the rim, he's converting it into points. But the defense stood tall there.
And he gets it to go.
And that assist got him a little nod from his teammate after that one.
Now it's ended down to Doris Burke, who was able to talk with head coach Tyronn Lue.
Yes, Kevin, he told me that when you're playing against a team that can finish inside as efficiently as this team does, they don't want to allow any looks easily on the interior. He said if they can limit them in that department, they'll be in good shape.
And as always, Doris, thank you. The Cavaliers trail by 5. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, I mean, a cold stretch offensively. They desperately need a basket.
Yeah, heads-up aggressive play right there. Saw the smaller man on him and took it straight to the basket.
Well, we know that Mozgov started last season with the Nuggets and then was traded to Cleveland midway through the season.
And what an impact he made on the Cleveland Cavaliers, particularly at the defensive end. His size and his activity really helped the Cavs become outstanding at the defensive end.
Irving with it, out-defended by Freak, and the shot is good. 8 points for Kyrie Irving.
Well, I tell you what, it's easy to get spoiled watching this fella. I mean, he just makes it look so simple.
And credit to the Cavs for going out and getting Mozgov. I mean, they paid a hefty price giving up the 2 first-rounders. But thus far, he's proved to be worth it.
The Cavaliers trail by 4. Dellavedova kicks to Shumpert. Pass to Irving. 3-pointer. Barnes grabs the miss.
Not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track. And the Mozgov trade, guys, for the Cavs, I think can be viewed as their big turning point in the season. He completely changed the defense of their team. He was that missing piece of the puzzle.
Dellavedova dishes to Mozgov. Just 5 to shoot. And it's Shumpert penetrating. He drains it as the shot clock ticks down. Shumpert's got his first 2 points of the night. Out of bounds, Cleveland takes possession. And a pretty tightly... And it's been a back-and-forth game so far with no... So it's a narrow win for the Cavaliers, pulling it out. This win...
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Hey, y'all. Ernie Johnson here, along with Kenny Smith and LeBron James. He's racked up a double-double with points and rebounds tonight, and that made the difference. A terrific effort on both sides of the floor.
You're not going to see a lot of guys have 15 rebounds in a night. He was...
And that wraps things up, folks. Thanks for joining us. For Shaquille O'Neal,
takes my eye. I lift my head, blinded by the sky. Feel my way in front, following the sound. It moves away so fast, fall down to the ground. I know there's more to come. Jump back to my feet.
towards the light. Yo, what is that? It's a supernova. Nah, man, that's a black hole. Yo, it's.
I leap over lines in a single bound. The Black Prophet, one day I got struck by knowledge of self. It gave me super scientific powers. Now I run through the ghetto, battling my arch nemesis, Mr. Ignorance. He's been trying to take me out since the days of my youth. He feared this day will come. I'm hot on his trail, but sometimes he slips away because he has an army. They always give me trouble, mainly hatred, jealousy, and envy. They attack me. They think they got me, but I use my super science and I twist all three. I see sparks over that building at me. I dip, do a backflip, then I'm in the heart with bookmarks. Ignorance hates when I drop it. No matter what he do, he can't stop the prophet.
Joe Prophet, come here real quick. Yo, I just saw him was downtown. Let me put you on. Well, he down there in the bucket and he got them ill and out.
Let's continue.
when I enter the building.
Blow out from get-go. Pro when I said go. Grow like an afro. Play like Ronaldo. Hot like I'm death row. Waiting light as a pillow. Down to my tiptoe. Like I toy box since we hung. So go low, go slow, roll like a polo. A banana like you're glowing up a yo-yo. Go low, go slow, roll like a polo. A banana like you're glowing up a yo-yo. Alarms go off when I enter the building. YOLO? I don't even know anymore what that even mean though. If you only live once, why we keep doing the same? Back home where I come from, we keep being born again and again and then again and again. That's why they invented karma.
preciso sair pra me libertar. Seja com quem for, a minha vida é cantar. Nunca no mesmo lugar, seja sozinho a dois. O resto eu vejo depois. Mas só em pensar que só face tudo que pedisse, só você que me desse. Aí pensando desse esse quatro falasse. Mas que pena, já era, já era, já era. Não deixo mais aquela tão bela e singela. E nem dá. Porque se eu ouço a vagela é através de alô. Se passou pela favela é porque alguém me falou. Então já que me deixou por aqui, aprendi a viver um pouco sozinho. Mas o que eu posso fazer via se eu gosto da boemia. Essa noite pra mim é dia, mas posso mudar. Mas como isso é questão de tempo, então isso nem tenho muito nem com tu fica de canto, eu prefiro suar. Quando eu me vi só nesse lugar, eu pensei que preciso sair pra me libertar. Seja com quem for, a minha vida é cantar. Nunca no mesmo lugar, seja sozinho a dois. O resto eu vejo depois. O resto eu vejo depois, talvez. Pode ser que uma mina firmeza possa trombar no rolê. É isso, deixa comigo, é só seguir o sentido e despertar os picos floridos. Mas não, pera lá, deixa eu falar, né assim. Para mim tem que ter. É só chegar e abusar, nem forjar, nem tem jeito, nem dá pra sentir. Ó, fica, ela não confia mais em mim, acredita. No conto das minas que pra mim foi mágica. Tava tudo claro, mas a cena complica e a saudade fica. Então já era, já era, já era. Não deixo mais aquela tão bela e singela. E nem dá.
This. Respect this here. Check. I'm from where the hammers rung. News cameras never hung. You and your man's hung in every verse in your rhyme. Where the was slung. Vanish every summer. Where the blue vans would come. We throw the work in the can and run. Where the plans were to get funded. Skate up the set to achieve this goal quick. Faced with immeasurable odds, still I gave straight bets. Someone felt the most something and you nothing. Check. I'm from the other side where other guys don't walk too much. And girls from the projects went and said we talk too much. So they ran up the time and sought them dudes to trust. I don't know what the they foul just like us. I'm from where the beef is in the
Steph Curry and the Warriors next game. I've been looking forward to this for a while now. You know they'll be running and gunning. And Steph's gonna do 2 or 3 things that make you want to stop and stare. But we can't let that distract us. Because if we lose focus for even a second, they'll be up 20. So maybe it's up to me to put on a little show of my own.
The starting lineup of the visiting Memphis Grizzlies.
2K Sports presents the NBA Monday Night Basketball. It's coming right up. I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. Last game for the Warriors. Festus Ezeli, he's jacked in for Bogut. Barnes comes in for Andre Iguodala. And it's Livingston in for Curry. Memphis also making some changes. Brandon Wright's checked in for Randolph. Allen comes in for Vince Carter. And Freak subbed in for Mike Conley. Taking a look at the Grizzlies. Freak in at point guard. Marcus Saul is out there with Wright. Then there's Allen. And it's Stevenson in at the small forward. Well, you knew things would be different for Lance Stevenson out of Indiana, but it wasn't in a positive way at all.
Yeah, he really struggled to find a role with Charlotte, the team he signed with. Remember, he was more of the point forward, had the ball in his hands in Indiana. Not the case with Charlotte, and also rumored to be traded all last season.
That's tipped and stolen by Barnes. He feeds it to Livingston. Back to Barnes. Pass to Green. Golden State moving the ball around. Ezeli can't get it to go.
Well, one of his issues is he's a player that just does not excel at fighting through contact on his way to the rim.
That's good. Freak's got his first points of the game.
Defensively, they've been a step slow here to start.
Giving up too many open shots. I mean, that's what's happening here, Greg. They look to me to be a bit sluggish.
Thompson against Allen. Lets it go with a three. Again, the miss by Thompson.
No doubt the fight's there. They are trying to battle back, but he's just really struggling this quarter.
There's Freak. And a great job by the D contesting that shot and forcing the miss. Livingston. The shot, no good. And after just one quarter of play, a double-digit differential on the scoreboard. Grizzlies lead by 13. We'll get things started.
We feel like we're a team that...
One big reason why not them is what... Green comes in for Maurice Spates. Harrison Barnes, he's checked in for Andre Iguodala. And it's Thompson in for Curry. So Memphis going with almost an entire new group here. Marcus Saul's checked in for Anderson. Jermichael Green comes in for Zach Randolph. Lance Stevenson's checked in for Vince Carter. And Freak subbed in for Allen. Thompson is the 2 with Barnes at the 3. Draymond Green is out there with Festus Ezeli. And it's Livingston in at the 1. So that's the group out there for Golden State.
Such a height mismatch out on the perimeter, and they give up the triple.
Clark, looking around the league, there's no team that teams want to play less than the Memphis Grizzlies. They just wear you down.
Well, they play a physical brand of basketball. They play hard. Everybody's on the same page. And even if you beat the Grizzlies, they take a lot out of you in terms of how they try to wear you down. That's how you make it happen, guys. Ball pressure and then a run-out.
And that's how you flip the script in terms of momentum right there.
Freak with it. It's up against Thompson. Freak. That's short off the rim.
And the Grizzlies played so well against all the other playoff teams. Part of it is that they just have a style that matches up well with anyone. And really, he epitomizes what a point guard should be. I mean, his skills as a passer might actually be matched by that creativity he shows around the rim.
Well, judging by that jam, Greg, I'd say you're absolutely right.
Boy, that's a nice surge for them just when they needed it in a game that was so tight.
Clark, their offense has been great here.
Yeah, I love the way they've looked really strong and together.
Yeah, the ball movement has been terrific, and they've kept the defense off balance.
They get it back. Memphis has gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. Conley gets the bucket.
Really aggressive play there, taking it to the rack against the big fella.
You know, Greg, aggressiveness is really the only option when you're on the wrong side of the size equation.
That drops. Thompson's got 5.
You know, that's the thing with the Memphis Grizzlies. I mean, there isn't a team that gives them too much trouble anywhere in the league. They're good at home and on the road. They're used to playing in tight, low-scoring games, and they create that situation with their deliberate style.
And Marcus Saul surprisingly nimble. For a 7-footer, he really moves his feet well at